Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Lords of the Fallen, where I've applied that tink that I found to our armour, so we look a little different. It's pretty cool. Now the plan for today was to go through this door, now that we've unlocked the shortcut, but I think going back the way that we came to begin with is probably wise, because there was at least one door that we've now got a key for in the other direction. So I just want to pop in and see what that's about. I've also learned a bit between episodes. It turns out there was probably supposed to be more to the tutorial, but for whatever reason it just bugged out for me and didn't load. So I watched a very helpful video from a YouTuber that you probably know called Fighting Cowboy, and he has explained a few things like how the controls work for the umbral lamp and things like that. So that's helpful. I'm still not sure what's going on with like those umbral finishes that I was able to do to this lad. But I don't know why that's working, because I didn't use the lamp on him at all. But I have learned that you can use the lamp offensively in other ways. Maybe we'll demonstrate that at some point. But for now we're going to head to a door. I've also learned about siphoning, so I can now deal with those folks who are invincible until you deal with the little blue bag floating around next to them. That's just a case of... it's the RB move. That sucks in anything nearby. But also, if you're using your lamp and there's an umbral enemy nearby, if they hit you they can just pull you into the umbral realm. So we need to be a bit careful. That's what killed us that one time down below when I was wandering around with my lamp out. Now, you there. Get wrecked. Also, I think we can do a special manoeuvre. Maybe not with this weapon. There was some sort of AoE manoeuvre he mentioned, although I didn't quite catch what he was pressing to do it. But that's fine. But there is a kick as well, which is like up on the analog stick, and I can't seem to kick either, but that's okay. I learned how to do these things. I just need to practice now, I guess. I learned that there are options at the very least. Maybe I can't quite do them because I'm dual wielding or something like that. But that's fine. I just want to double check there wasn't a vestige in here. Vestige? Vestige? Of course there was. Pete's sake. So all those runbacks I was doing is just because I came the wrong way. I could have saved at least a little bit of runback. Not too many enemies, but I could have saved a bit of runback if I hadn't deliberately gone in the direction that I felt was more optional. Now, where was that door? Was it down again? Doesn't open from this side. What a pisser. So, last time I came here it said, needs a key. And now I've come here again and it says, doesn't open from this side. What a load of balls. So what we'll do is we'll head back up and we will go through the other gateway as I'd originally planned. We'll have a look around over there. Because I think there was a second door that required a key to open, but that was quite a way down, so... we'd have to go through a lot of enemies and a few sketchy jumps to get to it. So we'll worry about it later. Oh, we can't get home, can we? Because we dropped off. Okay. Well, in that case, maybe we'll go in the direction of our new vestige. Now that we've unlocked it. I feel like this is the critical path. This is where we're supposed to be going. So let's have a poke around. Bunch bells. Enemies? I can easily see enemies hidden behind these. But no. Alright then. Wait, are you a person? Can I... A broken bucket and the condemned garb. Okay, yeah, this person's just condemned. Very well. I'll leave you be. Okay, there's no indication on the gear as to why this man was condemned. They didn't facially tattoo people in Mornstead, but they did have other ways of punishing those they felt were wicked. Oh, it's happened. We're in the Umbral Realm. We got yanked in by somebody whilst we were looking around for a path forward. I guess this is the path forward. So I guess we're in Umbra now. Whoop. Wait, stop that. Oh well. So I guess we wouldn't have been allowed out there. Unless we're in Umbra. That's given us what? Umbral vertebrae. Good? Question mark? And then could climb down there, but there's also that thing. An Imperial grenade. Nice. Sounds fun. So what have we down here? Bunch of goobers.
The cleric's welcome comes behind the edge of a sentinel's blade, more often than not in this place. Makes me curious how you're still breathing. I suppose dangling the promise of salvation from one hand and the threat of death from the other keeps a pilgrim obedient.
I've no idea how I'm living half the time.
Nah, on second look, you're not just another deluded lamb, are you? You know, not long ago, I saw a dark crusader carrying that same lamp. Now it's in your hands. Again, curious. I know they'd see you rejuvenate those obscene monuments preventing Adir's return. Don't. That's a threat. But also advice. Adir rewards the faithful.
He's a demon god, though. That's probably bad.
There's salvation here if you want it. But you won't find it in the light of the sun or that lamp.
Interesting. So she is generally in favour of Adir from the sound of things. Is there any reason to go out across that beam? Maybe. Here's another door we can only get through in Umbral. It leads to bleed resistance balm. And then we can't get back up. Very well. Oh, and that's dropped us back at our vestige. Well, that's cool. Let's try going through in the normal version of the world again if we can. So I'm guessing there was no reason to come out onto this beam. Certainly looks like that's the case. There's an individual down there. A few others just around about. So we could drop down there, I suppose. But would this take us to the same place but in a more controlled fashion? Yeah. Oh, heck. We've walked into a boss fight. Did I not go down that ladder before? I guess not. Well. Now what? Bloody Aspergillum? Alright then. Boss doesn't seem to be in that much of a rush to try and deal with us, so that's nice. We can take a relaxed attitude towards things. Now. Okay. Now the Scourge sister has noticed us. Okay, she's got 2 combo and a kick. Oh, and a big heavy. And she's building up what looks like bleed. So maybe let's let her attack first. Okay, she can do a 3-hit as well as it. And now she's got holy damage as well, maybe? Let's see. I could also learn to parry, but a boss fight seems like not the best place for that. But we can just parry with our daggers. Ouch. We're not doing much stance damage to her, but that's not surprising with daggers. And with only light attacks. Oh heck. We're almost dead. Are we bleeding? Right. Nope. Don't want any of that, thank you. Oop. Don't want any of that. Have we got you? Ooh, hello. Beat a boss first try and got the Scourge Sister Flail and Helm and a Vestige Seed. Wonderful. So the Flail, it's an agility weapon. That's nice. And it deals bleed build-up as well as anything else. And the Scourge Sister Helm. A heavy and impractically tall helm. We don't need heavy armour, I don't think. Although we could afford probably to go up to some heavier armour just because we're on like the low end of medium encumbrance. What was that third item we picked up off of it? Oh, you got that as well. Don't know what it does, but we got it. I'm sure we picked up a third Scourge Sister thing. Sort by unsorted weight or quantity. So we can't sort things by name. Oh well. The main thing is, we beat a boss. So where did I go last time? I guess I just went through here, maybe? Ah, this leads back to our vestige, doesn't it? Good. That's useful, because we can spend the vigour that we've gained. We don't want to be running around with a bunch of loose vigour whilst we're exploring a new section. Oh, I forgot to rest, didn't I? Or did I? That guy's still dead. Yeah, I did forget to rest. When did I get that health back? Did I get health back at the vestige even though I didn't rest? Is that how it works? Either way, let's press on. Ah, there's a vestige seed spot. I've learned that you can only use one of those spots in the world at a time. So they're not like a permanent extra vestige. It's just, if you're in a spot where you're like, oh, I don't want to have to run all the way back, then you could drop one of those. So it's good for exploring new areas and such. But we're very close to our last vestige anyway, so I don't think it's really necessary to put one down there. We're back in the perch. I mean, that makes sense. Ah, should have seen that coming. Are you dead? Yeah, it looks like you're dead. You just sat down and just died. Very souls of you. Now, seems like we're supposed to go up, so let's just double check there's nothing down here. It looks like nothing. Aha. but there's a gap in it. So you can only go that way if you're in full-on Umbral mode. Because you can't do a big running jump whilst you've got the lantern out. So we'll explore up here first, maybe. More of these flowers around, although I don't think that's a vestige spot. I think that's just flowers. Need the Pilgrim's Perch key to open this door. Okay, so that's the door that costs 18 grand to get in. And there's a chest in there. So maybe its contents are worth more than 18 grand. Hello, friends. You're not even in my way, really. I'm just murking you regardless. Aha! You were a distraction for old ranged foe up there. Oh, hello. What's this spiky bugger? It's tough. Yeah, we shouldn't be trying to face tank him. I should have stuck to swipe then run. But I wanted to see just how many hits he took, and the answer was quite a lot. So we need to respect old Spike Face. No, you there. I believe you were throwing magic at me. Plain shield. Ha. Okay, there's something over there. We might have no choice now but to go into the Umbra. It's just a case of which direction do we want to go into it from. I kind of want to go back and go downstairs. Now let's see what's going on over here. Yum. It's just an item. The lacerating knife. Is that a melee weapon or is it a ranged weapon? The Empyrean grenade is a holy water grenade, and the lacerating knife is a bleed knife. So let's pop that on in place of the javelin. And then let's just about make the jump back over. Now you there. You weren't there before, but that's no real surprise. Oh shit, something exploded. What was that? Still learning about how everything works in Umbra. But I do know that you can siphon stuff out of those blobs that we kept seeing on the walls. And we can pull that across. And I think those red ones on the walls, you can cause explosions with them. So that's kind of fun. There. Where are we going exactly? Is that a return point? It might be. So let's pop out for now. And then let's come back across here and go down this ladder. I don't want to spend too long in Umbra on a first time through an area because I might get attacked by things once the time limit runs out. And also there's a plank back here we need to kick. Nice. So now we shouldn't need to go into Umbra to get through this area. Yeah. Little cafeteria down here. And a guy. A common Orion prayer. Very well. Frame rate's not loving these lightning strikes. Yep. I instinctively tried to roll out of the way of that attack that was incoming, and that caused me to put my lantern away. What a silly sausage I am. We got the defaced ring. We've got a spare slot. What's it do? Increases vitality. Why not? Why not, eh? So you there. No, not you. You there. And then, yeah, we can siphon these blue things. Is it just a bit of vigour that gives us? Maybe. So I guess we are pressing on, although let's have a think. Yeah, we're not far away, are we? So we could just nip back. And get back into the real world. Although actually, wasn't it here that we got back in the real world? Can we only use that once per life? Maybe. Maybe we're stuck in Umbra for now. Who shot me? Over there, I guess. You there. Stop shooting me. You wretch. Now, are you all just... No, some of you are villains. Some of you are just chilling. The hallowed praise? That looks almost like a weapon. Don't want to get too close to those red things. So we'll just upload them and then we can move on around this corner. What are you? Just an item? The Holy Blood Ring. Ooh. Getting all sorts of ring options now, but we are running out of time in here, I think, before we get attacked by horrible goblins. Whoop. So maybe we just try and press on, see if we can't find somewhere new to go. There's a ladder there, but we can't kick it down from here. But look, it looks like it's one that needs to be kicked down from later. That's opening a bridge for us though, so that's nice. Oh. Yeah, we'll just keep progressing, leave the enemies behind. They're not a big issue. Oh, that sounded like an ominous noise. Is that the sort of noise that gets made by creatures that are trying to appear and murk us all of a sudden? Thorned Crimson Rector sword. Very nice. Oh, piss. Just run away. Activate vestige. Good. And we'll rest. We've made some progress there. Now that guy can chill out, hopefully, while we
Another lamp bearer.
chat to him.
Aye. So it goes. Should you end up one of the few to earn a vestige, I'll tend to it, as I do, for whatever it's worth, and until I'm in the ground myself.
What do you mean, earn a vestige?
The Hallowed Sentinels and Rogar will both show you horror enough, but nothing like what that lamp brings into view. And remember, you look into the shadows. Might be the shadows look back.
Yeah, they've done that sometimes.
Mind yourself, Lambearer. Whether you took up that light willingly or not, you're on a treacherous path. Forever's never as long as you think.
Wise words. I suppose whilst we're here, getting level, and let's have a quick look at our inventory. So we picked up Hallowed Praise. It's a short sword. It's an agility weapon. And it deals a bit of blood. And we picked up a Thorned Crimson Rexa sword, which is a long sword and it's a strength weapon and does blood. Can we replace this? And dual wield dagger and short sword. We can. That's cool. Now we've got a lever that's going to bring up an elevator, I guess. Oh, it seems to be stuck. Okay, so that might be a one-way one. We've got a map of the Pilgrim's Perch descent. So what's this saying? Don't go through the bell door. Instead, go another way, find some more platforms and whatnot. Don't fall to your death, and then find a room, a cave with a bell above it. Very well. I guess that's all in that direction. But we didn't fully explore out here. Ah, this guy, yeah. He's one of the ones who's got a blue thing. So let's just suck him off. He's doing a good job of bonking us in this tight corridor. But yeah, that's how we deal with those guys. We use our siphon ability to suck out their blue, and then we're able to murk them good. So what else have we got around this way before we carry on? We've got this ladder that we didn't go up before in our headlong rush to get about. Ouch. That gives us some more fragments. So we could use a blacksmith at some point. That would be nice. Still pressing A to run all the time. Nearly finished with Hades 2 though. Another 4 or 5 runs and I can say I've 100%ed it probably. But yeah. Did I catch your name, friend?
Mind yourself, you're on it.
No, I didn't. Okay. So these bell doors... Oh, this one needs Pilgrim's Perch key. Did I try the other one? Way back. Or did I not? Because I doubt that one would have needed Pilgrim's Perch key. Because it wasn't in the perch. But it's curious that that one is. Now, can I get through you, friends, to the one who might actually try and attack me? Good. Now, we've got, what, a ranger? Yeah, that's a ranger. Nice try, chummer. Ouch. Okay, that one's genuinely a nice try. all a bit quiet here. Faint Vigor Skull. Very good. And then back into the outside. So I guess we're going down if we're in Pilgrim's Perch Descent. Ouch. I really should start releasing those heavy attacks just a little earlier rather than trying to overcharge them every time. Nope, frame rate. Whoops. Ouch. Yeah, didn't feel hugely comfortable trying to dodge that ranged attack. But that's cool. I guess we'll use a health. No, it's you again. Maybe we do a bit of this. And Soul Flame. Because I've learned that's a thing. And it's worth doing on tough enemies sometimes. You can pull their soul out and attack it separately. And it stuns them basically, it seems. And withers their health. Although, if you do it right, you can cause it to like pull their soul off a cliff, and then they'll go and try and collect it and throw themselves off a cliff. But I don't know if I need to specifically direct where I'm soul flaying to, or if it just happens naturally in some spots. That is something we yet to figure out. So we've got another ladder down, or we've got a cross. No one hiding behind there, good. So a cross leads us to what? Not much. And this down leads us to... Yeah, I was going to say. That's not helpful. Does the ladder continue? Oh no, we had to be an umbral, and then... Now we're down. Okay. Right, so what are you? Just an item? Sounds like someone was spawning. Ranged guy, is it? Kind of hoping to do more damage to you than that. Break you out your attack, but that's fine. Oh, we've been grabbed. Is that some sort of Hurricane Run? That's insane. Anyway, snuff out of all of you. We'll go up this side now, and up again. Anything back here? Doesn't look like it. So this would let us emerge. I think we'll emerge. I think I'd like to be emerged. In Axiom, rather than... Is Umbra the technical term? Or am I just calling it that for no reason? But Axiom is the regular everyday world. This much I've learned. I'll get used to the terminology at some point. There is a lot of it though. There's an item there. What are you hiding? Nothing major. Much up there? Doesn't look like it. Oh, hello. Oh, shit. I was trying to sidestep to the left, but I was being too cautious about it. Oh, come on. How did that not hit? Piss biscuits. Right, so we're back in here. An umbral entity prevents our progress. Oh, good. How do we deal with this umbral entity? It looked like there was some roots. Has that done it? No, because there's more. And there's a third one. Okay. It's down below somewhere. Is it here? I want it. Before I do anything else, I want it. There might be items down here as well. A Book of Sin. Cool. And then over here, will this lead us to it? Good. I think that was the final one. And we're in, although okay, that one on the left hasn't exploded, that's fine. Either way, we're in. Now where are we? It's all a bit light blue down here. A clanging sound. Very good. We like clanging sounds in games like this, because they generally mean blacksmith. We've got a ladder we can climb down.
Damn sentinels.
We've got some radiant bolts.
Damn sentinels.
Someone's not happy with damn sentinels. We've opened up a little door. Ooh, a chest. With the Defiance ring. Cool. We'll have to look at our rings when we get a moment to breathe, but I'm cautious whilst we're in Umbra and exploring areas that we're not familiar with. So that's another ladder down. Should probably go and speak to this clanging person. Ah! It's an elevator. This was mentioned in Fighting Cowboys video. There is a blacksmith and there is an elevator near them. I kind of skimmed through that bit, but this is definitely an elevator. And it's brought us to... Ah! Good. We're back at our vestige and we've got enough for 2 more levels. I think we'll get to 20 in endurance and bit, and then maybe we'll look at agility a bit more. So now that we've found that... Yum.
Damn sentinels.
Hello.
Damn sentinels. And their damn beds. Oh. Insult to Gerlinda's skills. Waste of her time. Insult to
Okay.
Gerlinda's
That's all she's got to say at the moment. That's fine. Maybe we can bust her out of her cage
damn sentinels.
and we can make better use of her skills. It was almost going professionally until it stopped going professionally. But for a moment that looked like a good fight. And we got the prison cell key. Good.
So, you're not another of these fools. Good.
Different type of fool.
That key. Hand it over.
Go on then.
No one gets the better of Gerlinda for long. Finally, make a slave of Gerlinda. Ha!
You've made a slave of me.
You don't count.
So was that the hammer? And now we can in fact speak to Gerlinda. We can buy and sell.
Ah, you again.
Let's see. Got a flail. We could buy a bow and get some regular old arrows. We could buy a crossbow actually. Well, I'm not sure we can afford much at the moment. But that's cool. And we can upgrade equipment. We've got 19 small chunks. Maybe we'll upgrade our short sword at some point soon. She's just going to keep saying damn sentinel, so she can stay here as far as I'm concerned. We did have this agility flail as well. And it does deal bleeding status.
Sentinels. Oh,
So what if we put that on in the place of our other dagger? Can we dual wield a short sword flail?
sentinels.
Yeah. We can. Amazing. Oh yeah, I was going to look at rings, wasn't I? We've got the Holy Blood ring, increases resistance to bleed. And then we've got the Deface ring, which increases resistance to all status effects. Oh, the Defiance ring. Sorry, the Deface ring is the one we've got equipped. So I guess that doesn't increase your bleed resistance by as much. It's like all resistances, but not as much. Now, what are you? Rex, that's what you are. And that's another Pilgrim's Perch key. So I guess we'll leave our blacksmith friend there for now. She's got the prison key, so maybe she can join us back at base at some point. I believe that's how it works. Now, there's you again. And then that was a way that we've not yet explored. We didn't go past the elevator either. Oh no, that just led us back to there. Okay, so yeah, this is the way that we've not yet explored. Guess it can't hurt to have a bit more poke in this direction before we wrap up. It seems that we can summon the elevator successfully. What is that flail doing? There we go. I don't need a stiff flail. It'll just distract us. It's kind of a weird combo. Flail and short sword. But I'm down. No, you there. Are you the one I saw earlier?
So, you're starting to see through their lies. Church, crusaders, sentinels, corrupt hypocrites, butchers and madmen, the lot of them. Adir, the one true God, stands on the verge of finally returning and restoring order to this broken world. And what do? Defy him. Fucking heretics! Name's Damaros. And I'm wondering if Adir might have a purpose for you.
I'm listening.
It takes strength to survive in this world, and Mornstead's no different. Adir's got no time for the weak, and neither should you. Cut them down, and take what they've got for yourself.
Cut who down? Everyone? We can now buy things from Damaros, such as the Fist of Insight. That's a fire-based fist, but it only requires agility. And the raw mangler axe, we've got a few of those already. So yeah, you're like an inferno merchant, I guess. Increase all your damage types with that, but we need an inferno catalyst. I don't think we need any of your stuff right now, Damaris, but it was nice meeting you, I suppose. Is this another boss fight? The Mistress of Hounds. No, hits. Okay, didn't see that coming. Now, do we deal with you first, or do we deal with your hounds? We're going to have to deal with someone here, because we're just getting bodied. Oh, God. That comes out quick. And that as well. I felt like that should have had more of a build-up and give me more time to block it. Oops. Where you at? Yeah, she's got quick attacks. It's like, come on now. Give me a second to breathe. Fucking hell. Should I even be here at this point? This feels like way too hard. Yeah, down we go. Well, she hit much harder than I was expecting. That is definitely not a fight we're winning this time around. It's a fairly short run back though, so maybe we try it a few times next time. But we do have other places we could explore at this point. We've got options. The world's beginning to open up, and I'm not sure which way, if any, is the desired path for us to be taking right now. So I guess we'll just try and figure it out next time. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.